Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
The returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw.
Short throw to Smith. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
The Raiders had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how the offense has performed. But I'll bet they're absolutely thrilled with how the defense played last week, holding their opponents to just 3 points, and that was it. They gave them comfortable with that performance. This one's absolutely locked up.
Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
O'Connell on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
Now it's 2nd and 10. And O'Connell now to throw.
He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
All in all, a pretty decent opening drive. Charles, pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy.
There he goes, right side. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
You look at this Steeler defense.
Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Throwing on 1st down, O'Connell. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Once again, O'Connell back to throw. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now it's O'Connell.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Haven't been a defense coordinator yet. The thing 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Here's Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
O'Connell's going to sneak it.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Aiden O'Connell,
his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Raiders are once again back in front.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense?
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10. Here's O'Connell. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Davante Adams, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders are able to widen their advantage.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
Trying to improvise. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Now Pickett will look to pass it.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space, as they did right there.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Pickett. It's Najee Harris now. Back-to-back plays with a catch.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd down and 6 now. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Maurice Hurst breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 16.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd and 1, O'Connell.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
3rd and 2.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Josh Jacobs, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Now, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
He sets to fire deep.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Throwing, O'Connell.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. So the completion good for 7 there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw, O'Connell.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Marquise Brown, 64 yards.
And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns in 21. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Well, and one of the linebackers has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Pickett back to throw.
And his throw is incomplete.
And they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Pickett.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 59 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Now Pickett looking to change things up. 2nd and long.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
But one thing I do know, these guys on